Hello, everybody. I'm
Uh,
here with my friend
Jonathan.
Jonathan, and we're going to be reacting to Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. Well,
Yes.
the trailer.
Then we'll go over to Instagram and check out that too.
What they posted, and just for anyone that doesn't want spoilers,
Don't watch this. Well, to the
you've
book
been
at least.
warned. This has spoilers for the book and for like what they're doing on the videos.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's begin to watch. I'll start it over for us.
The way they did it was just textbook. It was a full 1 minute and 27 seconds of and it comes out November 17th in 2023, so this year.
So this year. And I
Yeah.
did put a poll down and I
My
asked
advice is read the book first because the book's usually always best.
who, I don't know, but I put a poll on my community tab. And if you didn't know about the community tab, please go check it out. Anyways, I put a poll on the community tab. 3 people answered. One person said watch the movie before read the book. And other people, the 2 other people that voted said read the book.
Pull up the.
We are definitely on read the book.
Yeah, I would definitely read the book first. It's a whole lot better.
My poll.
Yeah, right there. See 4 votes?
On here. Yeah, 4 votes.
3 votes.
So, yeah. So, one person said they would watch the movie, and then 2 people said that they would read the books. We've both read the book, so. This is before they even announced that there was going to be a movie. We read the book.
Kind of excited about how the book's going to turn out.
How the movie adaptation is going to
The
look.
book, movies, adaptation, or just how they create the characters.
Yeah, so on Instagram, they have their own Instagram account, which,
You should definitely check it out.
yeah, if you want spoilers, just
Great
little
place to find them.
things. Little things. So,
They
like,
seriously make one about Santa Claus.
yep.
Okay, that's funny.
Did one Santa Claus. But there's a whole bunch of stuff here, and like cool art for
There is
the
snow. There is our Lucy Gray.
in her rainbow dress. When I thought rainbow dress, this is not what I pictured for rainbow dress.
Mm-hmm.
Did you picture that for rainbow dress?
Not really.
No, I didn't either. So, yeah. But there's little scenes from it. Oh, and
And who would have thought that their dress code would be red? It's like you would think maybe black and white, but red.
yeah,
Look at that.
I was
Just look at that.
I was
So
very shocked that they decided
shocked. I
to
was
do.
mortified.
red for their clothing. I mean, these are just pictures, and then that's young Snow, and that is young Tigress. But that they decided to do red, I definitely was not thinking red.
I don't think anyone saw red, and if you did, good job for you.
I mean, Susan Collins is in she's is helping direct this movie, or
So I guess that's
so
what she
if
pictured. So I guess technically there are probably a few people who saw red as the dress code.
comment down below, did you see red as the dress code when you read the books?
No,
Cause or what
when I
color did
imagined
you
it, I
think?
was not thinking that.
What color did you think was the color for their outfits? It was definitely not red. Butterfly.
It's gonna go all the way back.
Go back. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. So I don't know if any of you saw this. The whole scene of clips. Let's see if I can find the actual thing. It's that one. She made a TikTok, but she also made it on a YouTube video, and she also
I think you can find it on YouTube Shorts.
you can. I found it. I don't know where it is.
Oh, that's cool. You gotta admit that's a really cool picture.
Yeah, that is a really cool picture.
I like it.
Okay, so oh wait, you know what? Probably because I'm in the wrong spot. Yeah. Over here, it is right here, I think. Oh, can't hear it.
The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. Let's meet some of the cast.
Here,
Hello TikTok, I'm Rachel Zegler, and I'd like to show you the set of The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. Let's meet some of the cast. I see here the lead of the film, Tom Blythe. Do you want to be in the video? This is Video Village, where our director, producers, our writers, dialect coaches, they all watch, and you can actually catch some of them in action right now. Sunday morning, I walk into and over here we have my least favorite person on set, Josh Rivera.
What's going on? It's Josh Rivera coming at you live.
That's a wrap on Reese's silly video for TikTok. I'm Rachel Zegler.
Outgoing, because the way he's portrayed in the book, he's in a place where he doesn't want to be, because he's from District 2, and he's more in himself, not wanting anyone else to see him. So I don't see how the actor portrays much of what Sejanus Plinth acts like, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, but like, so for Jennifer Lawrence, even though we were little when the books came out, so we weren't like in the movie process. Like the movies were out by the time we got into the Hunger Games. So
they've been out for years.
For me personally, Jennifer Lawrence is my Katniss Everdeen, and she will always be, because that's the only person I would have. She's the first person I saw, so she's the first person that I would think of if you ask me what does Katniss Everdeen look like. But if you go back to the books, she didn't look like that, which they're sort of similar, but they're different. So, like, book characters will never look, or sometimes they do, but most of the time they don't look the same as their book counterparts.
Watch this one.
Good evening. Tonight's top story, everything is awful. Good evening. Tonight's top story.
So there's that one.
And there's just like bloopers. Oh, there's this one too.
She's really good.
So those are just some of the things that were on the Instagram page. Anyways, so what do you think of all of this? What's your thoughts? Like, do you like how they made the characters look,
I think
or
they should find a different actor for Janus Plinth, to be honest. Or if he would, I would be more because in a way he's not as melancholy or aloof as Sejanus Plinth. Because Sejanus acts so different. It's like night and day between those two characters. That is what they all look like.
so some of the
Look at the
characters?
doctor. Dr. Gall. Was that what you think Dr. Gall should look like?
I mean, that's not how I picture him, and
No,
it's
I will not see him that way.
yeah.
And there's our weatherman Lucky on the right side of our dean, who I would suspect, to be honest, I would think I'd want him to be cleaner. Because the way he is, he looks kind of unclean or unkept, if you know what I mean.
Well, he was drinking a lot of alcohol, so
Technically, he was doing morphine.
yeah, but he was. So
He's a dean. You would expect him to be cleaner. At
yeah.
least his beard.
But even in the book, it was like he didn't keep up. I mean, like in my recalling of the book, he didn't keep up his appearance as well as maybe some other people did. I'm not saying he might have like dressed nice, but it was more like facial. You can tell that he was into morphine and
Or just other addictive substances.
yeah, so there's that. Let's see. Oh, some more.
There's everyone else.
Well, not everyone else.
Well, not everyone else, because we're missing what? 7 people?
Yeah. Okay. We have the District 11 kids. District 10. 8. They don't. These don't have districts.
I think we're missing 9. I think we're missing both 9, 11. I think 6.
So, I mean, unless they posted another one of these, this is what
Some of the way they die in the book is very brutal and gory, so.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, we got our District 12 Peacekeepers. And the Covey. And we all know who Maud Ivory is. So this is what they all look like.
This is exciting. Okay, I love Maud Ivory. She's
Yeah, I think Maud Ivory looks. Yeah.
perfect.
There's Lucy Gray Baird. Top of the screen.
Right
And
here.
Billy Top is right below her.
Oh, there's their
Guess that's their Instagram.
where you can find them. Yeah, that's really cool. Okay. So there's a lot of things that you can find on Instagram. Just cool little scenes, cool pictures.
My advice for the dean, he should definitely get clean.
Yeah.
Think about cleaning himself up. Just look at that. Looks like he just doesn't clean himself. He just goes to school dirty like that. My advice, definitely shave. Maybe get a haircut too.
Well, so one of the things that was brought up in the trailer, right? Hold on, let me get the. There's a snake. Let's stop on that.
First thing we think Corey Lane is probably a snake. Because if you know, this is spoiler, he killed what, 5 people?
Yeah.
One of them he didn't try to kill, but you know, Sejanus he killed. His friend got executed after he was overheard when when our Jebberdays, as silent recorders, recorded his message, and Dr. Gall picked that up and got him executed.
Yes, so he's definitely a snake. Um, I mean, the next question is,
I think it's pretty bad.
there's a songbird, which
Who would you?
automatically you think Lucy Gray, but
But in near the end, she's not as
innocent.
innocent. She's like the one guy's like her ex-boyfriend said. She's not the innocent lamb.
Yes, and another thing, she is the first character that, if I'm recollect this correctly, to be shown a snake besides Dr. Gall. I don't.
She had what? Your snake. The first one was that green snake, which near the end of the book, technically it's three times. There's the first part where she dumps it down the mayor's daughter's dress.
Which was the first?
The second time where she technically sings to the rainbow snakes,
But she didn't.
but technically she didn't let them loose. And the third time when she sets a trap and makes one bite Coriolanus, which
Well,
spoiler
speculation.
wasn't
Speculation. Speculation. That's what he thinks in the book. We don't actually know from Lucy Gray's point of view, but that's what the.
And we'll go over the thing, and we'll go over the theory of what happened to Lucy Gray eventually, because there's a
Yeah.
lot of speculation on what happened to her
I mean, there's supposed to be speculation. It's part of the ballad.
and who Katniss is related to.
Yes.
We have a full theory on that one too.
Yes. Our little mini theory. But back to who's songbird, who's a snake. So another one we thought was a songbird was
The Janus Splint.
yes, Janus Plant.
Another one that we obviously thought was a snake, shocker, Dr. Gall.
It just makes sense.
That's a shocker, right?
Just makes sense that she's a snake. So
She acted insane.
it's true. And then what was the other one? Oh, the dean.
The Dean, yeah. That one's a little trickier because I would think he's a songbird, but he's the one who came up with the Hunger Games, but technically it was Coriolanus' father who did that. It was the dean's idea, but it wasn't the one he didn't care about because he hated Dr. Gall and as he said he was failing that class.
Well, they were friends. He hated him after the fact that he turned it in for the grade.
He wanted the grade, and every time after that, Dr. Gall would drag the dean around because and parade him as the creator of the Hunger Games.
Yeah. So let's just jump on the point. How do you think the hanging tree got to Katniss Everdeen?
I would think
How do we think that
everyone would
happened?
think it'd be Lucy Gray, but we don't know what happened to Lucy Gray because in the book he hits her with a gun, but she never gets found.
Do you think they're going to address this in the movie and give you a satisfying answer, or do you think they're just going to leave it off as a mystery?
Because right now because there's one right here that talks about, or there's somewhere talk like if you look like if you clicked on here, there's probably a whole bunch of videos on. Let's see. Okay,
Well, there was one video. There's a few videos on what happened to Lucy Gray Baird. So, like, there's a whole bunch of videos that you can find.
There's one on, yeah, this one right here. This is a fan theory, obviously.
Yeah, so there's multiple theories online that you can look up and
Like,
find.
who is her grandmother,
Okay, so this is the cubby.
and as we know, with the lake, the 6 of them know where it is. 7, technically. But the 6 of these people right here know where they are, know where the lake is. They also might know, since Lucy Gray sang the song, they probably also know the Hanging Tree song. And Maud Ivory picks up rhythm and music, she memorizes it really easily. So if I was suspect, I would suspect Lucy Gray would sing it, then Maud Ivory would pick it up and remember it.
Yes.
And Maud Ivory is the youngest in that group, so she would have a better chance. So she wouldn't be as old.
She wouldn't be
and she also knows where the lake is.
Yes.
So she could have taught Katniss's father, who then taught her the song and the location of the lake.
And in the Hunger Games, there was Katniss knew about someone else won in District 12. It was too long ago and that she didn't know much about it, but she did know that there was another victor in District 12. It wasn't just Haymitch. So
yeah, but since Dr. Gall got rid of that, no one remembers.
yes. So Maud Ivory would definitely not let her she wouldn't let Lucy Gray be forgotten at all. So
yeah,
that's just why we think
that's a theory on who the grandmother could be. We would think Maud Ivory. If you think otherwise, then definitely comment that down below. Other than that, I think that's what I have.
No.
Anything else on that? Okay.
That's pretty much it. So.
Then here's the peacekeepers for the district, which technically don't come until like the end of the book, so you won't need to know any of these people till near the end of the book.
It depends how fast they do the Hunger Games. I mean, for Catching Fire, there's
a whole lot that wasn't added.
So for Catching Fire, for example, most of the book was all about her trying to make Snow believe that she's in love with Peeta. So and then the Hunger Games part of it is at the end of the book, and it's only like maybe 4 chapters. It's not that long. So, and then it's cut up into sections. There's the Hunger Games, and then there's the him as a.
And if you've watched the movies, when Katniss gets introduced, I think it's what, the 75th Hunger Games.
Yes.
So let's see, going for a very long time.
This is the 10th.
When this one begins, this will be the 10th Hunger Games.
Oh, and since we're on this topic, in Mockingjay, when she sings the Hanging Tree, it must be like an extra. It must like sting Snow.
Because he remembers that song.
When she plays the song, when it goes over, it's like that must have stung. Hearing that song again after so many years of only hearing it once and then hearing the song again. That's just something to think about. Because when you read the trilogy before the prequel came out, you're just like, oh, it's another song. But after the prequel came out, you're like, oh wow, he knew the song.
Right here. talks about the book too.
Strange things did happen here. No stranger would it be if we met at midnight in the hanging tree. Ooh.
Good singer.
Are you coming to the tree where I told you to run so we'd both be free? Strange things did happen here. No stranger would it be if we met at midnight in the hanging tree. Are you coming to the tree where a necklace of hope side by side with me? Strange things did happen here. No stranger would it be if we met up at midnight in the hanging tree.
Very melancholy.
Are you
In the book, when Coriolanus Snow is walking to
The Sea of Flowers in that
Lucy
area.
Gray, when he's walking to Lucy Gray and she's making this song, she's working on the song in the field and she's trying to find the right tune for it. This is after the first hanging. It's very,
Melancholy.
and like, you understand where she's writing the song because of the hanging, and you're like, oh well, it's the man who was telling his love to flee.
He murdered 3 and was hung for it.
Yes. So it makes a lot of sense in the context of the story. It's like, even in Katniss's, when she was talking about what the song is, she's like, when she was younger, she thought he was the guy in the hanging tree was the creepiest guy because he was,
Her lover.
her lover. And then, at first, I'm paraphrasing, so not in her words, but she's talking about it, and she's like, at first you think that he's telling her to flee, and then at the end of the song, he's saying, with your necklace of rope side by side with me, so he's saying it's better to die though you're with me than to be
She
free.
even sang that song when Coriolanus was chasing her.
Yes. So it's very interesting how that
Correlates.
correlates with Snow's
That hit too
experience.
deep.
Yes. So there's that.
He hated her for it. And we all know, if you've watched the movie, in the end, she doesn't kill Snow. She kills the one who is going to
President Coin.
who was going to do exactly what Snow was. Except instead of the district, she was going to do it with the capital kids.
Yes.
So in the end, she technically has to run, otherwise she would get murdered.
Yep.
I'm talking about Katniss.
Liberty. So yeah. So these have been our thoughts on the trailer, who's a bird, who's a songbird, who's a snake, and the song.
And if you like this, definitely subscribe. And if we get to let's say 25, we'll make another theory on the Covey group.
25 likes. So I hope you enjoyed this, and we will see you next time. Bye.